very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Vick. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
He'll take it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Parks. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback on the keeper. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. They gave it a shot with that field goal from about 60 yards or so, and now this offense is set up around midfield. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw. It's Pettis. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll test the right side. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air, it's Pettis. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here comes the Texas offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Handoff to the single back. Breaks the tackle.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Pettis. Makes the grab. Brings into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option to give. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence and they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Fires left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
This time he's got it. Made a defender miss. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Orji. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They go right back to it. He's loose at the 15. Turning it on. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 23 over James Madison. He'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
42 Spider.
Looking for a crease to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the kicking team. Gonna call a timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on second down. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Pettis. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. From the red zone, looking for a man. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On the move. Got room to work. It's a seam wide open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first. That's huge.
The Gamecocks are on the move. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
South Carolina.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Pettis. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
They kick it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game, as we're starting to get late.
Loss of 2.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Pulls it in. It's Woods. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Tight end now in motion. Gonna run it. It's Woods. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Going to the ground. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. Scanning the field, it's Pettis. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Really got to be impressed with the defense. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 27 over James Madison. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Parks. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Vic. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Past the first down marker and still running. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Looking for the 2-point try. Pushes toward the goal line. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air, it's Pettis. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those 3rd and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Handoff to the lone back. Pick picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons.
Lots of room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw it. Throws to the back. And it's picked off at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorns! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Woods. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.